Go ahead, bro.
And cause them to be put to death. Like old boy in Chicago had his mama killed over insurance money.
Do y'all see that?
Back in December.
Insurance money.
Put it on Facebook.
How long do you think that's going to last? See, but this is where evil is, because you have a system that allows you, and it says, tell your conscience on this. Y'all, when the Most High say your conscience is a witness against you, it is, and then heathens know it. They just record now with your fingertips. You write your own testimony when you get on earth. I'm going to flash these stacks. I'm going to show the gunpowder residue still on my hand. On Facebook. What you got back there, Stu?
I'm talking to this brother. Look, if you use the word like we talking about being called to the council, right?
Right.
They want to know what God you serve. If you use, can you use, say like, who are you, what do you serve? I'm a Christian as a scapegoat to spur your life because the Christian mentioned followers of Christ. So instead of you like acknowledging you a Hebrew Israelite, believing the Most High God, you will say, I'm a Christian, you get a pass for that. That's like a deception, you know, that you under, you know what I mean? Like
so if you're saying, so this person must be in the knowledge that they are an Israelite.
They are in the knowledge that they are an Israelite.
Well, he cheated.
That's what I'm talking about.
And no one. Under no circumstances. What you want now, we got scripture about that. We talk about in Maccabee. Where they told the Iranians were like, just eat the pork and we'll say it's chicken.
Right.
See, they respect you. They respect you. No, this ain't nothing new under the sun, y'all. We had scoundrels like this long time ago. And they ain't fully convinced. Until trouble comes in, their heart gets faint and weak like a woman in travail. Y'all know what that is? That second after the water break. It's a woman in travail. Because you know what's about to happen. Men, we don't want that to happen to us. What they're about to go through, a woman in travail. That's why he'll compare that to a man sometime when your knees get to knock. But if you in the spirit of, or the power of the Spirit, that ain't going to happen to you. You're going to be bold as a lion. Because it ain't about this flesh, as we're going to get to. We continue on down in there. But what you talk about, Scoob, is somebody going to benefit right. Right. And then when he see an escape other than what the Lord has put there for him, this ain't wise as a servant. You doing something totally different here.
Right. Right.
No, this ain't Abraham and the Sarah situation.
You're trying to get paid.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
For whose name's sake?
For my name's sake.
See, if you're not hated, if it's about your Nikes, it says about because you wore brown to the white part. No, that ain't about his name's sake. About his name's sake is because you said, give me death, give it to me first before I transgress the law of the Lord. If that ain't the first thing out of your mouth, you just talking noise. Because you're going to put it on you first. The script says if a man lose his life, that's right. Not if you talk a good game and somebody else lose theirs. Go ahead, bro.
But he that endureth to the end.
What you got to do?
But he that endureth to the end.
Look, y'all. You just read Ecclesiastes the 8, starting at verse 5. The times and the seasons. Y'all, if we just speaking from our mouth and we're not guaranteeing anything, but what the signs we're told to look for, has it happened openly? It may have been happening because sin has been around since the garden. But what I'm talking about is legalizing sin. Where else is that happening now at the pace that is going to now? When have they been able to, in a laboratory, sculpture on the creation of God and change this outer cup to another race, not race, but to another gender, to make you see that this may be something else? But you know what? The Most High say, I put the DNA in the marrow of the bone. XX for a female and XY for a male. I don't care how they sculpt on the nose of little kids.
That's right.
The DNA say XX.
That's right. So you can't be born like that.
Go ahead, bro.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Shall be what?
Saved.
See, and there's a shall in there. Because Hebrews, speaking of the righteous, shall scarcely be saved. Them law keepers, y'all. They barely squeezing through the door. Get by. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 23. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another.
Flee ye into another one. Do you stop doing the work of the Lord when that happens? Whew, got away. I guess I done did my testimony now. I go back to what I was doing. I done put in my work. No. Go ahead, bro.
For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come.
See, he's saying, look, once you run there, you're going to run to a city of Israel. If the order is to the Jew first and then the Gentile, you're going to run into the cities of Israel. Y'all, let's talk about what they call ghetto. Goshen, the land of the Israelites. When it talks about Simon the Canaanite, it ain't talking about he was a Canaanite. He was dwelling in Canaan. But when every other nation come here, what do they ask for? Where's the city of who? The Israelites. Well, you want to go down on Martin Luther King and they come in and set up shop and they watch the merchandise come in. Buying items double the price. Because we don't have wheels to travel a little bit far. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 24. The disciple is not above his master.
Say it again.
The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord.
Look, once you sign a contract as a servant, you can't tell the boss man what he ought to be doing with his job that hired you. Advice by seeing how you agreeing to the contract and you put in work ain't been seen, like Jacob handling the flock of Laban. And where he has to come, you ain't got to go to him, they come to you. Either you got the back of Samson or you a man of your word. But whatever it is, I ain't seen this type of working around here like that. And when your contract is up with them, you say, I got negotiating power now. Like Jacob did, give me what's mine, right here, and let me go. He already said, look, I came up because of you, but that ain't coming up because of wickedness. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 25. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
See, he's saying it's enough for the disciple. Look, if you understand this pearl, no matter what situation you in, to be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove, you can never put yourself in jeopardy. It's self-preservation first. If you the head of your household, how do you put yourself in harm's way? What's going to happen at home? What's going to happen anywhere? So this don't mean opt out of anything. Wise as a serpent. You done already out-thunk them. Is that a word? Y'all know what I mean. You one step ahead. Look, how you gonna master dominoes and know he got the 7 in his hand, the 4-3, the last one on the board? How do you count like that, but you can't discern the word of the Lord like that? You got to be one step ahead of our adversary. It's only a certain, you can't keep having my bad, he got me.
Go on. Say that again.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
And then not only that, y'all, they call the Lord himself Beelzebub, which is a chief demon. Right? So you get people calling you that, you the devil. You feel me? Now, that's the devil you work with. They call the Lord the devil.
That's right.
He was casting out demons and doing his things. How you doing that through Beelzebub? Right? And he told them it was blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. So he's saying, look, if they call me the devil or Beelzebub, what you think they gonna call you? You're going to be called that. You hear me? Everybody's not going to be down. Everybody's not going to get it. You're just going to convince the whole world come into the truth.
Right.
It's not happening. The Messiah himself didn't convince the whole world what it was. Either you called by the Father or you not.
Plain and simple.
Right? So if they call the Lord who you follow the devil, get ready to be called the devil. They gonna call you the devil. Right? But make sure you're coming out of the scriptures right here.
That's right.
They call you the devil, you're acting like the devil.
Right.
Woo! Right?
Boy.
Bring these scriptures out. And you see what spirit is on people. I don't want to hear that's too much, too. Yeah, you already know what spirit on. And all you doing is reading words.
That's right.
Right? And then you say sticks and stones. They break up, but words are never what? That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Words do.
Words cut to the bone.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
That's true.
But words will never hurt me. Yeah, okay.
Right. Right. Go ahead, bro.
So they call the Lord Beelzebub.
I got a quick precept, Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword,
Right.
piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow.
And what?
And marrow.
Where's the marrow at?
In the bone.
It's the center of what? The bone.
Says, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Hold it right there. What did it say it was a what?
A discerner
What
of
is
the
a
thoughts.
discerner? What is a discerner?
To distinguish. Who could distinguish?
What?
So he can tell what you're really thinking in your mind.
Look, and the only way you get that done is by listening to the word of God and knowing his laws, statutes, and judgment that you know is contrary to it. That's the only way you can be a discerner. You know how it's coming, how it's being told to you. You got to be in charge of that. And all you're doing is listening for righteousness. And if you hear unrighteousness, what ought you to be doing? Eschew it, or you won't link up with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you let it be talked, I don't care who it is. This boy helped me out when we was youngsters. Now I'm old and I owe him an evil favor. Go ahead, bro.
If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub,
Right?
how much more shall they call them of his household?
So right there, he's saying, look, if they talking about your daddy, what you think you got coming? Go ahead.
Verse 26. Fear them not.
Do what?
Fear them not.
Look, if they talk about you the highest level, you cannot fear. What are you fearing for? Are you scared because they have a reprobate mind? That means they're demon-led. What are you scared of? How you going to cast a demon out you scared? Fear them not. But be wise as a serpent. That don't mean stand up like Superman and think you got a spiritual S on your chest. Go ahead with that 9mm. No, you can't play and have blind faith with the Lord. Be wise, okay? Yeah, I see what he on. I see exactly what he on. Somebody pull up to the light on you, cussing wildly, and you like you watching, okay? Do you cuss back? You know what they are.
Right.
They don't know me. I don't know them. Let them go. I aim to miss the first one, y'all. But that don't mean never be first. If something jump out at you, it may be a situation where you have to be first on this. But your spirit and your consciousness will let you know. And it has to be like David when the Lord said he had a heart like mine. When he cut Saul's skirt off, he could as well cut his head off. I don't know, the Lord may have mercy on you. He anointed you, not me. But what happened to the boy that brought the crown back?
David put him to death.
What was on his mind? What was on his crown? What did David discern from that man?
Yeah.
What did he have in his mind? I get the crown to the king. I got Haman on my spirit. I think I'm gonna get everything.
I get in good with it.
I get in good with it. How you gonna want to get in good with somebody that's your adversary? Go ahead.
Verse 26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed.
Y'all, this is why there's an explosion of knowledge coming forward that we've been talking about for years. There's a knowledge. Knowledge is what is said in the last days. It's going to explode. Y'all, do you know you're just a second away from Google to get any information you need? Type it in, bad or good. Y'all, knowledge is exploding at another level. Go ahead, bro.
And hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light.
Do what?
That speak ye in light.
If somebody talking about the word of the Lord and whispering to you, you ought to be doing what? Discernment. Shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know that the Lord said? What? Do you know what? What? Right. Do you know what the Lord is saying? Well, speak it. What you whispering for? Go ahead, brother.
And what ye heard in the earth, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
What does that mean?
Later for your death threats. Don't mean that.
Don't mean nothing. Why am I beg and plead for flesh that's already dead?
Right.
You want me to beg and plead for that? That don't mean being wise to get out of a situation, but you may be in a situation where they say, plead for this flesh. You know what that's called, the mark of the beast? You plead for your flesh. What you scared of? Hungry and thirsty and homeless?
That's what you're scared of.
That's what you scared of. And what you pleading for, this flesh. All the Most High say his servants will not eat for death. If you have to freeze to death, you don't even know you freezing. Hypothermia take over. Teeth chattering is the last step. Before you get out of here, it's the last signal of the body to try to warm it back up. I'm talking about teeth chattering like a crackhead. After that, you know. It die in the fire. You die in the smoke before you get burned up. Your breath is cut off before you hang like that. Go ahead, brother.
But rather fear him.
Fear who?
But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
So right now, he's saying the body must go come back in contact with the soul for them to be destroyed.
Right? So fear the Lord.
Fear the Lord. You just fearing somebody to do one half?
Right.
What you scared of? You scared of death, which is ordained, and there's an appointment for it. And y'all, let's understand this. 1 Corinthians 15:51 tells us, let us know we shall all not taste that death, but you are going to taste the transformation from this life to uncorruptible flesh. There will be a change. And you're going to feel passing from death to life, regardless if you still here when the Messiah get back. You will feel the change. You won't have to feel it, or you ain't going to acknowledge his power, his majesty. Who has something about that?
It was just funny the way he, when they say kill the body, you know, when you like kill somebody,
Right.
I say he'll destroy you.
Yeah.
So put a difference between.
Yeah. Not just kill, but destroy.
And understand that, y'all, that further leads to judgment.
Yeah.
Because he's saying, I'm going to put the body and the soul back together, then I'm going to judge it.
That's who you fear.
That's who you fear. Y'all, look, we ain't nothing we can do with these weapons of war out here. Somebody decide they want to get behind a 2,000-pound vehicle and ain't never put it in drive before, and you standing on the bus stop. Right. That can happen. Right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 29. or not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father.
So the Most High said he controlled the death of all the animals. We read that in Ecclesiastes. The spirit of the man goeth up with the spirit of an animal goeth down into the earth. He's in control of death. When the number comes up, Satan started it, but the Most High said, I run it. And the death angel is sent to you for disobedience. And when your number come up, when your flesh has reached its course. Jacob was sick for 3 years, our forefather, before that disease took him. When the flesh is time for it to go, if it ain't time for the Messiah yet, y'all how many of us will come back to class next week and we found out, look, you peeked into the future, it's 150 years to go. Who in here got 235 on them right now? How you feeling this morning? Who knees was popping when they stood up out the bed, sound like a drive-by shoot? You think you got 150 left in you? So you have to get your mind prepared that I may take the dirt nap first before I see the Messiah. If you ain't, you in the wrong game. Because you're going to trust another man who's going to say he's the Messiah.
And you're going to get impatient.
And he going to whisper, you scared of death, ain't you? Yes, sir. Well, I'm the Messiah. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 30. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered.
What's numbered?
The very hairs of your head are all numbered.
Y'all see that? The ones that's falling out, the remainders are still numbered. Right. Still numbered. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows.
So we have to understand life versus animal life. You're more valuable than what you're in charge of. You have to be. That's why the order is like it is. The Father is more valuable than Christ. Christ is more valuable than us. The husband is more valuable than a woman. That don't mean we taking anything away from anybody. It's order. Right. If the value is lost of order, you lose the value, don't you?
Come on, boy. Come on.
Go ahead.
So the Lord look out for the birds. Surely He'll look out for you. You worth more value than the birds. He say, not one of them die without the Lord knowing. Verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men.
What's that first word of that?
Whosoever.
Whosoever, what does that mean?
Whoever. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Yo, look, we think confessing a lot of times you have to talk. I'm with the represent the God of Abraham. You can holler that all you want. But a man knows you're a man of God by your character, by your consciousness.
That's right.
How you answer things. When things are thrown back at you, when they look in your eyes and know not to reach forth their hand to put it on you when you say you're going to draw back another. And they don't reach again. Yo, this ain't no pump doctrine. This is a humble doctrine. When you're humble, you will be exalted. Right. You will rise up over the prey. But you can't be like you wrote these scripts. Since when you got to come up under order of Daniel? Come up under the order.
General Yohana.
Yo, we can't play games with each other and not love our brother. You gonna hate your brother if you do that. How you gonna put the Messiah off on the shelf and then you gonna give the glory to another? That ain't what Isaiah 43 say. His glory will even not give to another. It's Christ's glory. Christ is the glory of the Father. It ain't gonna be given to David. It ain't gonna be given to Solomon. It ain't gonna be given to the tribes of Israel. Christ is the Father's glory.
That's right.
He's his representative. The man is the woman's glory. It's who represents her. And a woman's glory is her hair. Go ahead.
33. But whosoever shall deny me,
So do what?
deny me before men,
Right.
him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven.
Y'all, you can deny before men, not by just saying, okay, I quit. Y'all don't kill me. Or when they say, when you hear this sound of the sackbut and the psaltery, bow down.
Bow down to his image.
Now, why all of a sudden your shoes need tied when you hear the sackbut and psaltery? You still talking game, man. That is what? You know, favorite. Yeah, Who you for?
Music over now.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Y'all understand when the Most High, this is why no doctrine today, except one, that we can understand, that talks about judgment of organized religion. None of them speak of judgment. Why? Because right here he said, think not that I come to bring peace on earth. Christ ain't coming back. I was here once. He's grown and he's gone. Waiting to get his orders to come back. I did that first go round.
Right.
The first shot Christ aimed to miss. So you get your head right. The woman caught in adultery. Israelites going crazy. Saul on the road to Damascus. Could have took him out. I'm blinding for 3 days. Let you understand. Since you don't want to see with these eyes, I'm gonna even darken your spiritual eye. Go ahead.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Right?
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Bro just read his sword. And Hebrews 4:12. That's first. Spiritual. He's going to cut you down to the bone and make it itch where you can't scratch. And you come under the order. If you don't, then you're going to taste the physical. In your body, connected back to your soul. It's already dripping with blood by the time you see it. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance.
At what?
Variance.
What is variance? Before we move on, I think we looked that up once before. So that we don't get a misunderstanding and you think we teaching spookism. Is God doing that? Why would he put somebody against somebody and he talking about peace all the time? Words of this doctrine against the rulers of the world right now. The hand is given into, what is the world given into the hands of?
The wicked.
So he already said, I send you out sheep among wolves, didn't he? Variance, there's going to be a difference. If the world is ran by evil or evil thoughts, there's going to be a difference between you and the world. Go ahead, bro.
I got a definition
What is that?
out of American Heritage Dictionary. The act of varying, the state or quality of being variant or variable. Variation, the difference between what is expected and what actually occurs. A difference of opinion. Dissension. Law. A discrepancy between two statements or documents in a legal proceeding. A license to engage in an act contrary to the usual rule.
That's it right there.
So we see variance is a vast difference in what you may believe, but he told you it's going to be variant. The word is going to make variant. Is there not the word variant today? When they lash out at anybody that lash out at just somebody that's practicing the gay lifestyle, why do they lash out? They lash out at you or they lash out at the scripture? Those hateful words, because I quoted 1 Corinthians, you call those hateful words. Who they lash out at? Is it you? What you gonna get mad about? You're hateful.
Well, that Bible.
That was your right. B-I.
That book.
Go ahead.